Today, we're going to devote the whole period to the topic of Confucianism, which is a school of thought founded by Confucius, who devoted his whole life trying to promote harmony among differences.
And so this idea of Li is really fundamental to the mission of Confucianism, and that is the transformation of the human experience, a way of being in the world where everybody had a place, and where from that place, they tried to achieve a kind of propriety in their roles and relationships. It's all about a grandfather and a granddaughter. It's all about a teacher and a student. It's all about a person and their ancestors. It's all about the intergenerational transmission of a living cultural tradition. I want to argue that this thing called Ruzhue, this class called Rujia, are the intellectuals in every generation who take on the responsibility of inheriting the culture. And so each generation inherits the tradition, but at the same time, each generation has the responsibility to build the connector to the next generation. That this is a living tradition, a hybridic tradition, that family is the governing metaphor of this tradition. The notion of Li is centered on the idea of family. Confucianism cannot solve all of our problems, but it should have a place at the table. That perhaps the most insidious problem that we have today, for me, and we can certainly talk about this, is the ideology of individualism. That instead of this ontology that we inherit from the classical Greeks, the science of being, there's a kind of, I created this term, zootology, the shang lun, the art of living. That in the Book of Changes, it has this beautiful passage that says, 天地之大德曰祥, that the greatest capacity, the greatest virtuosity of the cosmos is the production of life.
Based on the last things you said, do you think we can have the best of both worlds? Can we have, German engineering and Italian design in one? Can we have buses that are running on time like in Japan, but a warm-hearted, friendly Latin mentality? Can we have overcome individualism yet stay rights focused? Is that something? How do we design the best of several worlds?
No, I think your point is well taken. First off, what I would say is that I have this, like many Europeans, the idea of the European Union for me is really that kind of unity in diversity. You know, the idea to be German and European at the same time, to be French and European at the same time, to share these very different cultures and ways of being in the world. I mean, I think that kind of a goal is a very Confucian goal.